Inclusivity in culture, nationality, religion, and beliefs is one thing that we apply in our education system. Hence, the respect and acceptance that we have for every individual, may it be inside or outside the classroom. Hey Tigers, I am Sherwin Haro, your host for today, and welcome back to a new episode of Culture Shock. So, last episode, we featured an international professor, Ms. Senya Justicia from Indonesia, and our fellow Thamashan, Mr. Tito Kiling Jr. from the UST Department of Communication and Media Studies. Both professors who served as moderators during DCACH 2021. Again, DCACH stands for Decentralized Asian Transnational Challenges. It is an event where communication students from various universities in different countries come together to work on a media project. It aims to make the students more knowledgeable and understanding to other cultures while enhancing their communication skills with foreign colleagues. In preparing for an event like this, it is normal to feel culture shocked during interactions with foreign students and professors. Other than this, it can also apply to those who participated in an event that's unfamiliar to them. This is why we asked you guys on Twitter last week, what is your hashtag culture shock experience in joining events? The first answer was from Ashley, and she said, my hashtag culture shock experience in events is when I was asked to be in a tech position for Backmass 2019. I'm not techie, so obviously I have zero experience. So yeah, you can imagine how new and challenging it was for me. Well, Ashley, the real question here is, did you listen to the Backmass? Because you better have listened. And I'm sure, of course, you improved on your tech skills by now. Come on, that was a few years ago. The second answer is from Alex, who said, kumusta naman yung new student ka tapos sumali ka kaagad sa national competition? Hashtag culture shock is real but would never regret that. Miss you, Tinig Tomasino. Hashtag Sigabo 2016. Hashtag senior high mag-ingay. Hashtag pioneer. Again, Alex, the real question here is, nanalo ka ba ng Tinig Tomasino? Wow. If you're watching right now, you better comment in our live. That's right. And certainly, the last answer, but not the least, is from Leo. All in caps lock, he said, bukod sa sumali ako sa isang theater workshop tapos di ko gets kung ano yung mga terms habang kinakausap ako, gusto ko lang naman matuto. Hashtag culture shock. Leo, I hope that was Teatro Tomasino. I hope that was Mediatrix. And I'm sure by now you absolutely learned so much about the theater world, because what an amazing experience that is. Thank you so much for participating, guys. And I hope you enjoy the rest of our episode, because coming up, we are going to talk to the students who were involved in DCACH. Whira, Purnama, Rizki from University of Pembangunan, veteran Yogyakarta in Indonesia, and our fellow Thamashan, AJ Supe, to discuss their experiences. There they are. Give a wave, you guys. Hello. Give a wave to the camera, please. There they are. Yes. Wow. So stay tuned, Tigers, as Culture Shock will be right back.
We are always on the move. Always on track. And in full swing. Serving the Thamashan community by creating. Grow and growl with us. We are in full swing. We are the Tiger Media Network.
We welcome our day full of hope in our hearts. Looking forward to a better and brighter day ahead of us. We woke up for another day, hoping that things will happen the way we always wanted to be. But this day is a day to face challenges and struggles ahead of us. As we're continuously facing our daily challenges in life, There are a lot of people who will promote positive changes in our society, and what will happen tomorrow lies within our own hands. Think of a better society that we deserve. Wake up. Register to vote before it's too late.
And we're back on the only show that transcends boundaries and embraces differences. This is Culture Shock. Right now, we have with us our special guest, Whira Purnama Rizki from University of Pembangunan, veteran Yogyakarta in Indonesia, and AJ Supe, a fellow Tamashans. Hello, guys. How are you? Can you please turn on your microphones? Come on.
Hi. Hi,
Hello.
Sherwin. Hi.
Hey, AJ. How about you, Whira? How are you? You please turn on your mic.
I'm really excited to meet all of you guys.
Same. So I would like to ask, how long have you two been part of Dcash? Let's start with you, Whira, I guess.
Okay, so I have been part of DKH in 2 times. First on 2020 in Philippines, and then the second one is on 2021, DKH online.
Yes, and how about you, AJ?
Well, for me as a participant, it is my first year being part of DCatch. But last year, back when Whira was here in the Philippines, I was part of the organizers, being an executive board for the UST Communication Arts Student Association.
Because it was held in UST last year, right?
Experience. Yes, it was held in USC, that's right. And after that, I was really encouraged to join this year, that's why.
All right, so what motivated you two to join Dcash? Since Whira started last year, I'm gonna ask Whira first.
Okay, so I think I really like to meet new people and then coming to the new place. So I want to find a lot of relation from international connections. So I really want to join DKH because of it. And then I just want to find my experience as a communication student in media program and then making a movie or short movie. So DKH is a good place to find it.
Truly, and I think AJ and I can relate with that because we're all communication students here. Guys, that's amazing. How about you, AJ? What motivated you?
Well, I would also have to agree with what Whira said. I also enjoy traveling to different countries. So knowing that DCatch every year, a different country hosts it, and then we go to that country each year. So I was really excited for that. And then also I got to see, again, as an organizer, I got to see how the students really had fun. They learned a lot when it comes to the different cultures of each country. And then also just make lots of friends from across countries in Asia. I think that that in itself really motivated me to join this year.
Yeah, it sounds beautiful. Like that may be the best part of Dcash, right? Just the multi-diversity, the multiculturalism of it. I asked Dcash advisors last week a similar question, you guys. But how did you guys prepare for Dcash 2021 in an online setting as students? Let's go with you, AJ.
Well, for DCatch this year, as it is in an online setting, we did a series of meetings, I believe as early as the first week of December 2020. We had our first meeting with our friends from different countries, and then we teamed up. We were separated into, I believe, 5 to 6 groups, and within that, we're teams from different countries, and we discussed about the outputs that we need to do. And then also we had a meeting wherein we just had conversations with each other, asked about our interests, and then that way the spirit of DCatch, I believe, lives on. We had to connect with each other. That's really what DCatch is all about, like connecting with your friends from different countries.
Wow, that is amazing. I could really see that you guys made it work even in an online setting. Whira, was your experience similar? How did you prepare for DCatch 2021?
Okay, yes, some of AG said that first we have brainstorming with international group. So, and then we like making a framework for our group, and then we choose like some subtopic that we want to improve, and then we want to make a video. And then the next preparation, I think, is for me personally is making a schedule like for my time management, so I can manage myself to making video for DKH, and then for attending my class, and then doing some activities, so I can have a good time management. And then maybe the last one is communication. I think communication is main part of online activity. So I and my friends like having a chat every day to making an idea of DKH 2021. So this is my preparation.
Absolutely. I love how organized you guys are. Now, I learned something today. Today, you guys. You two met each other last year when DCatch was still face-to-face. You guys met in España, UST, when UST held or hosted DCatch. Can you compare the pre-pandemic and the pandemic DCatch? Is that okay to ask? I want to ask you, AJ.
Okay, so as you've said, Whira and I already met each other last year, and it's really different. I could not compare having it face to face than having it online, but still we made it work through this online setting. We pushed through having DCatch this year. But then again, in comparison, the personal connection is still stronger when it comes to having the event face to face, because you really get to see each other, feel each other's presence, because through this online setting you just see people through the screens. It's really different. It's much more effective when it comes to face. You get to really work together in a sense. So yes, that's how different it is. And in other aspects as well, like in the final output, they made changes as to how the output should be, because last year and from previous years, it was always the different teams and from different countries, they always get to stitch up their final output from the films that they already had shot in their own respective countries and then stitching it together. But this year we had to adjust that because of our schedules, and instead we had to create our own within the group, but then having subtopics, as Whira mentioned earlier on, having that subtopics and creating our own in each country, each theme. Yes.
I have to reiterate this. It's amazing how well you guys made it work. And we Tigers, we saw it because we aired Tiger TV. Tiger TV aired DCatch 2021, which was amazing to see. I want to ask you, Whira, because you experienced face-to-face, you experienced the online version. Which do you prefer? And why?
Okay, so I think I prefer on offline DKH because I can meet not only a participant but also the committee, and then have an interaction with them, and then like we have a lot of activity not only in DKH. We like go to the new place in the Philippines, I think like the old city of the Philippines last year, so we have riding bicycle together, and then we have an activity like eating in the new place near the USD, I think. And then yes, not only find the direction, but also I think I can say that family in DKH offline is really really felt.
Yes. Well, that's an interesting answer, because you would think most people would say face to face is really superior, but it turns out there are pros and cons to both settings. That's really interesting, Whira. And this was an interesting discussion overall. I would like to know more about it. But before we go into that, we'll be having a short break first. So don't go away, Tigers. Culture Shock, we'll be right back.
Tiger Media Network is constantly on the go to create, reinvent, and inspire. We kicked 2020 off with a bang. 2020 was the start of a new era.
Welcome back to the show.
But in a snap, everything we knew changed. 2020 became a year of uncertainty, filled with unexpected challenges that perhaps hammered us to the brink of giving up. But despite everything, we did it anyway. USD Tiger TV and Tiger Radio have been trailblazers for USD media since their conception, and will continue to create content for the Tiger family on every show, report, and event.
Hey Tigers, we are back with another episode of Culture Shock.
This is Lifeline.
4th Street.
This is Tata Tomasino.
And this is Tiger News Weekly.
Today's episode of San Tayo Kakain?
USD's premier sports show, The Frontrunners.
Yo guys, Tiger Jock Abel here.
Tiger Jock Ellie.
Tiger Jock Fame.
Tiger Jock Nick.
I'm Tiger Jock Nova.
I am Tiger Jock Alzel.
You're tuned in to Curious Tiger, the Roarback Show,
For the Street Mix.
Kwento Masino.
Take care, Tiger.
Hello, Anyong. Only on the station.
Only at the station.
Only on 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 the station.
On the only station.
On the only station.
Only on the station.
Where you hear the roar, UST Tiger Radio.
Tiger Media Network will continue to make everyone hear the roar, bringing new and exciting content to you, the Mashins, every step of the way. Stay tuned, Tigers, because with Tiger Media Network, the roar never falters.
So good. Ang sarap.
Panalo din. Oh my God. Wow.
We're back again here in Culture Shock. Whira, Rizki, and AJ Supe are still here with us. So going back to our convo, I want to ask, what were the challenges you encountered while participating in DCatch online? I think we are talking a little bit about this. So I'm going to let AJ answer this time.
Okay, so for me personally, it was really the whole online setup for me. With this situation that we are currently in, it's still not getting better. So when we started doing our work, of course, we were very limited to when it comes to our resources, our materials, because in our team, we were in separate places, and also there were strict restrictions around our cities, and because of that, we were not able to film. And also because of the health risk, right? So with that, we were limited to using stock videos or different clips and images that we could use from online, and also having our interviews through Zoom. So we were kind of jealous, to be honest, from other teams. Like, for example, Team Thailand, they were able to really film on site, face to face. So, but their situation is much better than us. So with that, that was really the challenge for me personally. But then again, hoping things would be better soon.
Yeah, that's really interesting how there are advantages depending on what country you're in. That I never thought of that. Whira, anything like that you faced while in Indonesia?
Yes, of course, I feel the same challenge, but another challenge for me is I have a lot of online schedule. I think that having a same schedule with DKH meeting or DKH discussion. So uh, I think the challenge is about how to be a multitasking person in one times and then in one place. And then I think the last challenge is how we can having an intensive communication because we like having a bad connection with another person or we have an internet connection not good and then the last one maybe we don't know another activity maybe we have a lot of schedule of DKH but she or he cannot come to our meeting so we cannot do brainstorming maximally. I think it's
I am so interested by this because I could see how much you guys went the extra mile to be creative during this whole pandemic situation, doing Dcash online. Let's say hypothetically, Dcash is still going online next year, God forbid. What could be improved? What do you think? I'll start with you, AJ.
Okay. Thank you, Sherwin. Well, first off, to be honest, me too. I am hoping and praying that DCatch next year won't be through the online setting because, a lot of people already suffered enough. So, yes,
Truly.
hoping and praying for the best. But hypothetically, as you've said, if it would happen online again, I think what could be improved on is the schedule. Really, as Whira mentioned, she herself had trouble when it comes to fixing her schedule. Me too. I had the same problem, and I believe for most of us, because we are all students after all, we had really a tough time fixing our schedules with this online setup. Because for sure, we also had several classes as well. So yes, I hope that next time, if hypothetically, God forbid, as you said, Bcash happens online again, hopefully it happens in a schedule wherein it is most appropriate for everyone.
Yes, I agree. And before I let you both go, I don't want to let you go, but I want to ask each of your favorite moments in this year's DCatch. Your one favorite moment. I'm going to ask you, Whira, what was your favorite moment?
okay. So my favorite moment, I think, when I and my group having a personal talk, and then we have doing like a fun activity, playing games together, and then talking about something about our country, and then we can feel the international exposure, I think.
Amazing. And you, AJ?
For me, my most favorite part would be the film showing or video showing. Although we were limited to showing only 1 minute, the first 1 minute of our videos, we were given the chance to explain about or to talk about our videos. That way, I was able to really learn a lot from the different countries because the main theme of this year's DCatch was normal. So what was normal from each country, and we could really see the diversity of the cultures, and then also at the same time also learning about the different issues that other countries are also tackling. Like for example, one theme from Thailand, they talked about their faulty public transportation, and we could also relate to that, right? And in a way, as communication students, because of this DCatch, we were able to educate and raise awareness about topics and issues that are relevant in our country.
Absolutely. And that's the beauty right there of Catch. And of course, the beauty of culture shock, the best kind of culture shock. Well, you guys, I enjoyed talking to you so much. It's amazing that you took part in such an important event. It shows that even as students, we will be able to make a difference by trying to understand others and embrace our differences. So thank you so much, Whira and AJ, for making time to be with us. We hope to see you again soon. So that ends our episode for Culture Shock today. I hope you guys learned something worthwhile because I sure did. Once again, I am Sherwin Haro, your host for this show that transcends boundaries and embraces differences. This is Culture Shock. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see each other again.